Hello and welcome to a new episode of Insta Talk, the show that does all the talking for you by covering all the latest stories on social media by your favorite influencers, bloggers and lifestyle experts. I'm your host Dina, and on today's show we're joined by our fashion blogger and Instagram sensation Rana Rana, who discusses all things modest in fashion and her rapid online success. Our fashion expert from Dubai is back with us to guide you through wearing blazers this winter. Find out what you should be wearing and how to style it. And one of winter's biggest beauty trends is the big brow. Celebrity makeup artist Joanne Morgan joins us to show you how to achieve this wild and on-trend look. And finally, our health coach and plant-based activist Chef Daniella is back to show you how to make oil-free, healthy baked falafel, my favorite, so stay tuned. Modest fashion has never been more popular, but 2020 has seen covering up become more on trend. Pinterest UK reports searches for modest fashion are up by 500%, but whilst it may be everywhere, deciding what modest fashion means is up to you. We're speaking to the hijabi fashion blogger Rana Rana, who became an Instagram sensation this year for redefining modest style. With me the lovely Rana Rana. Hello Rana, and it's so lovely to see you on Insta Talk.
Hey, lovely to see you. We've spoken a lot, but it's great seeing you.
Lovely. Thank you so much for coming onto the show. Now, modest fashion is actually in at the moment. What does it actually mean to you, Rana?
So if I go back to when I started wearing the hijab and started changing my style a bit to more modest, which was 5-6 years ago, obviously in the UK, like the market doesn't really go towards modesty or modest clothes as much as you like Middle East, for example. So I kind of faced a struggle there where I would go shopping and I can't really find stuff that would suit my hijab.
Right.
So my love started kind of from there, because I knew that I had to find solutions or ways around that kind of aspect. But yeah, that's kind of where my love for modesty and just fashion overall started.
Right.
And I started, just basically picking up pieces from traditional shops where we all shop, and just try and make them more modest.
Right. You have got a large following on Instagram. What is behind that rapid success on Instagram? It's amazing, looking, and I can tell what it is, but would you like to share that with our viewers, please? Can you hear me?
I started only in like April.
Sorry.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
No worries. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes, please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually I started my Instagram only in March or April, like within the quarantine time. Wow. Even though I was working full time. I just tried to steal some time and work towards my Instagram. Right. I think the main piece that made people connect with me more is that everyone before, like in Europe and everything, they thought that it's hard to become pieces that's going to work with modesty, stuff like that. Right. And the fact that I got just traditional basics and made it modest, it made people realize that it's not actually as hard as they thought.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I mean, does wearing a hijab set you apart from other modest fashion bloggers and make you stand out?
I mean, there's a lot of hijab bloggers like in Europe and stuff, but I guess what makes me stand out is that my style is very simple and basic rather than very, very glamorous. So it's just like it relates to people on a day-to-day basis.
Right. Okay. And that actually make you stand out, is the fact that a lot of your items are quite the basic items that you can find on the high street, and yet the way you actually sort of synchronize everything and put everything together, it's brilliant. I mean, even people like myself who wear the hijab actually wear it. No, seriously, it's amazing. It's lovely.
Now, that's actually
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say that's something also that I'm trying to work towards, whether that's I'm trying to relate to people, even if they're non-hijabis, but people who like to wear modest overall. I think my style would really suit them as well.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, because I can relate to this, and I did pick
Exactly.
some really amazing ideas from your page about how to
Thank you.
coordinate some, you know, sort of the jackets with the trousers. I'm not very good with coordinating trousers and jackets, so that's why that's why I find it's very helpful to look at pages like yourself, because it's brilliant. Yeah. Now, what kind of feedback do you normally get about wearing a hijab, whether it's here in UK or in the Arab world? It's nice to actually see that comparison.
So obviously in the UK, my friends, because none of them are hijabis actually, they're just like, they find it a bit strange, like how did you have the courage to wear it in like a Western country?
Right.
Because obviously we all know the struggles where I'm just standing out because I look a bit different. But again, like everyone around me is very supportive. And yeah, it's actually been like, I haven't faced any difficulties wearing it.
Right, right. Thank heavens for that. That's brilliant. So before we leave you, so tell us, I love your look. So what have you got on? Tell me.
Today I went very, very casual. I just wore like this jumper. It's a bit chilly here.
Right.
And I wore jeans, and as I always do, I always wear like a colourful scarf or just something to give the outfit a kick, because all my outfits are very plain.
Yes, yes. No, I love the look. I love the jumper. It looks very comfortable. You're saying it's cold out there. She's in Egypt, by the way, guys. So I don't think we compare the coldness in Egypt to how cold it is here in the UK at the moment.
No way.
From my jumper.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. Well, Rana Alethi, it's been an absolute pleasure meeting you, and I would love to see you on our show again and again. Maybe even sharing some amazing ideas, you know, with the amazing outfits that you actually shown on your Instagram page.
Yes, no, I had a great time. Thank you very much, and I hope to be with you once again.
Well, lovely. We look forward to it. Thank you so much. Take care, and regards to all the Egyptians, prunes included, please. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Falafel are a popular Middle Eastern street food enjoyed all over the world. Made from chickpeas or fava beans, they are high in many macronutrients and a good source of fiber and protein. However, they are usually deep fried, making them high in fat and calories. Chef Daniella is here to show you how to make oil-free baked falafel full of flavor and super healthy. With me is the gorgeous Chef Daniella. Hello, Chef Daniella, and welcome to Insta Talk again with us this week.
Thank you so much for having me back. I'm excited to be here.
Wonderful. We're always so excited to see you and see your amazing recipes. Now, as you know, we're talking about falafel. Falafel is one of my favorite side dishes, but also sometimes I actually have it as my main dish. Now, what's a good side dish though for falafel? Because some people use it as a main dish, like myself, obviously, or have it as a main dish, but some people use it as a side dish. So what is a good side dish that would actually go with falafel?
Dyna, I love that you love falafel. I'm curious, when you have it, do you buy it out at restaurants, or do you make it at home? I'm curious to know your process.
Actually, we actually make it at home, believe it or not. Yes, we do make it at home. Although I do still love the one that I buy out from the Middle Eastern restaurants, because there's different ways that it's actually made in the Middle East. People make it, some people make it from where I am, make it with chickpeas, and others make it with beans, with fava. So it's different. But yeah, I make it at home.
Okay, so since you make it at home, there's lots of different ways to make it, and there's lots of different ways to even cook it. And so for me, my favorite way to prepare falafel is actually to bake it. So I was so glad to talk about this today, because I love taking just a traditional falafel recipe, mixing it up in a food processor. And why don't I walk you through some of the main ingredients for the listeners? Okay, so obviously for me, I was born and raised eating falafel that are made from chickpeas or garbanzo beans, but fava beans are also an alternative, like you mentioned. And then you can add any seasonings to it. I think the two best are coriander here and cumin here, or cumin, however you grew up saying it.
Yes.
And then you can add lots of different other spices. You can add herbs and things like that. Cilantro or coriander would be fantastic. And then I love to get my mixture just exactly the way that I want it, with all the flavorings. And then one of the best ways to go about actually preparing it, if you want to either bake it or fry it, sometimes the falafel will fall apart. And so to prevent that from happening, super simple trick. You want to scoop out your falafel in little balls, like you can see on my cutting board. I have some here, and I put them on a baking tray, and then I put my baking tray in the freezer for about 15 minutes or so. And that the act of freezing them just slightly will keep them really kind of together, either frying them or baking them. And it's a really simple, easy way to do it. And so this means that you can actually make your falafel mix ahead of time and then freeze them. And then when you're ready to eat them, you can bake them off, or you can fry them until they're nice and crispy. Either way, they're going to be delicious.
Fantastic. But how healthy are baked falafel? Because we know, obviously, when you're frying it, there's a lot of oil and lots of calories involved. But how healthy are baked falafel in comparison to the ones that are fried?
I think they're a lot healthier because they aren't using oil for the deep fry. And when you deep fry foods, the oil actually gets absorbed into the foods themselves. That's why they're so crispy, even in the inside a little bit, right? But the problem with fried food is that it doesn't reheat well. And so that's why I love baked falafel, because you can bake it. It doesn't have as much fat, and it's going to last longer because the fat within, there isn't any. You've baked it off, and so it's not going to go rancid. Whereas the baked falafel, they really do spoil after just a day or two, because all that oil goes inside, seeps inside. So baked falafel is actually really delicious. And again, it's the same exact process, but you can just bake it 350 degrees for about 25 to 35 minutes, depending on how small or big. And I'm telling you, they get nice and crispy on the outside, just like these. I mean, take a look at this baked falafel here. I'm going to just show you up in the camera. You can see it's nice and moist and delicious. And then you can see the outside. It has a wonderful kind of crunch and a beautiful kind of look. It almost looks like it's fried, but it's not.
Fantastic. No, it looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I can see you've got a pita bread next to you, and with
yes.
So are you going to show us then how could you make a really lovely falafel sandwich?
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned earlier you can eat falafel as a side or a main dish. For me, I love to have it inside of a wrap or a pita. And so I'm just going to take that here, and I like to create a cone out of it. So I'm just going to fold it like this. And then fold it just the exact same. And so now I have my cone, and I can fill this with a lot of different things. I might use a little brown rice, and I'm just going to throw this right in. This is cooked brown rice, steamed and delicious. And then I love to use maybe some veggies. So I've sauteed some greens and some mushrooms here. This is just my version. You can add some cherry tomatoes if you want. Of course, you want to add your baked falafel, and I love to add them right to the top, just so I can get a little bit in each bite as I'm biting it down. It's wonderful. And then this is really jam-packed with a lot of nutrients, but I'm going to add even more with just a little hummus on top, because the hummus is going to add. Yeah, it's perfect, right? even if you use like chickpeas or fava beans, the hummus is really good because it's really protein rich and delicious.
Amazing.
And then I love to add just a few greens on top of mine, like microgreens. And you know what? You are ready for a delicious meal. How yummy does this look?
That looks absolutely yummy. And you've already made me hungry now just looking at it. You know what? This is amazing. Thank you ever so much for giving us this amazing recipe and this amazing idea. And hopefully our audience will again prepare it at home and try it for themselves. So thank you so much, Chef Daniella.
You're welcome. Have a great one. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye. If you buy only one new item this winter, make it a blazer. A blazer is that magic, versatile piece that will instantly pull together any outfit. They are now a wardrobe staple, and as winter arrives, a blazer is to cooler temperatures what floras are to spring. They might not be groundbreaking, but everyone looks good in them. With so many blazer options out there, our fashion expert Rana is here to show you what type of blazers are trendy right now and what affordable options are out there and how to style them. Hi lovely to see you on Insta Talk again.
Hi, Dina. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, my dear. I'm okay. Just cold. It's very cold here in UK, but it's okay.
Yeah, I saw you posting. It's around 3.
Yes, it is about 3 degrees, and it's going to snow on Friday. So.
Oh wow, that's lovely. We have a nice weather in Dubai.
Yeah,
actually, I think it's like summer in London.
Amazing. The weather in Dubai is always amazing. So I'm not going to be envious.
Yes.
I guess just be positive. Right. Okay. We're talking about blazers this week. On this week's episode. I am so passionate about blazers. I love wearing blazers, whether it's on jeans, whether it's trousers, and so on. So I wanted to find out, how do you wear a blazer in winter, especially because I wear it all throughout the year, but some people are reluctant to wear it in winter. So how would you wear it?
Yeah, as you said, blazer now is a must-have piece for everyone, and it's like summer or winter in all seasons, because actually it lifts up the look for us, whether we are wearing a jeans, a dress, even now after COVID-19, we see they are wearing it with a large, like a normal sporty trousers, a lounge wear. So they added the blazer to it, and it looks lovely. So I will tell you like some trends in blazers, as like I have some pieces to show, but the most a new blazer coming this season is the crop blazer. The crop blazer, crop blazers are very in trend now. As we see, I have this piece in leather, because leather now is like with all jackets, trousers, dresses. But this piece I got from Zara, and it's cropped. This season, the crop blazers are in a lot, and I'm wearing this cropped Adidas Beyonce Ivy Park Coral. You see, so it's in. And other ones like now, in winter you have the tweed.
I love tweed. Yes, that's my favorite.
Yeah, tweed, and it's colored, multicolored, and actually this deep. Yeah, the vibes of Christmas. You can wear on top of dress. You can wear it with jeans. It gives that look. And this oversized corduroy.
Very nice.
You see, oversized blazer. You can wear on top of a vest. Now vests are back in trend. So I have this, a crochet vest that I had before. And as I told you, leather in. You see, I got this 20 years ago from London.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And you see, beautiful. Yeah. And red is on for this season. And also, don't forget the tuxedo blazers.
Okay.
Tuxedo
They're very
blazers.
at the moment. Yes, I've noticed the tuxedo blazers. A lot of the fashionistas, they wear it on obviously a white shirt, and then sometimes even with a different type of tie or bow tie. So they are actually very fashionable, I've noticed. Or even just a nice white shirt with a sort of an open cut look. So no, it looks
yes, and like it goes with a black. You can have now a tie. As a men tie is in trend now. See, like I have this cut from the back. So when you get some blazers, just try to get something like a funky or something that have some detail that is not like any blazer, like a normal one. And as you said, I will tell you about also this suit blazer that comes. You see, the padded big sleeves, and it comes with a wide leg trousers.
It looks like a
It's like a men suit, and I can add to it, you know, as I told you, a white shirt with a tie.
Yeah, that looks very nice.
Now I saw, you know, even lots of ladies, they are getting, you know, the men blazer suits.
Yes,
you know,
yes, that's right.
Keeping it, oversized, like, you know, even adding, don't forget to add the belts.
Oh yeah, that looks nice as
add
well.
belts
Yes.
to it. And some of the ladies I see now with blazers, they are using it as a dress even.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, and adding some belt.
Yeah, but that's very brave. I mean, I don't know about wearing a blazer as a dress. Now, what can you wear? I mean, can you actually wear a coat over a blazer? And what coats would you wear over a blazer?
Of course. As this blazer, like a shiny blazer, now also as a metallic, you know, you can wear it. You can add to it like a coat, like this, a camel coat. If you have this color with it, which is natural, you can add together.
Oh, that looks nice. That contrast,
even with any blazer that I showed you, you know, if you have like a black or a camel coat, can go with all of them. Like even me, I'm wearing the cropped one, and I can add my coat like this, or I can wear it so it gives, you know, that classy
look. Yes, I love it.
Look.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I wish it's the degree is 3 that I can wear all of these.
Too cold. It's too cold. Trust me. And it's going to snow, like I said. So, well, we'll see how it goes. But thank you ever so much. You look absolutely amazing with the with your lovely blazer and your jacket or your coat. And I hope, you know, our viewers will actually get some hints and some ideas about which blazers to wear. Thank you, my darling. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Dina. Bye, dear. Bye.
We'll see you next week. Bye. Long gone are the days of the pencil-thin eyebrow. Big, bold brows have been in for some time now, and whilst recent years favoured the groomed look brushed up, wild brows are one of winter's hottest beauty trends. Whether you have naturally big brows or want to give yours a little boost, Joanne Morgan is here to show you how to achieve this unruly chic look. Is our gorgeous Joanne Morgan. Hello, Joanne. How are you? And I love your hair today, by the way. You look amazing.
Hello, it's lovely to see you as well, and thank you for the influx of compliments. You look beautiful as well.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Right, okay, let's get straight to the topic. We're talking about eyebrows today. Now, if you've noticed lately, the eyebrows, the shape of the eyebrows have become thicker and thicker and thicker. So what supplements do you suggest that is really, really good for helping hair growth and silkiness, and also with the eyebrows, you know, just generally helping with the hair growth?
Okay, there are a multitude of supplements out there, but following on from a friend of mine who had hair extensions, and obviously that can damage your hair quite badly, she had them taken out and was left with quite thin, unstable hair. So she actually took herself off to the doctors and was suggested to take biotin, which is available from health stores, and you can buy it online. Its kind of main ingredient, it's got a multitude of content in it, and please Google it. But a lot of the main focus would be on the zinc and the vitamin C, and you're basically supporting your calcium and bone growth, because hair, nails, it's all part of the same deal. So that's the kind of supplement that I would recommend. There are brush-on ones that you can use for your eyelashes and eyebrows as well. Again, following chemotherapy and things like that. There's quite a few. New Skin do one. Ooh La La Lashes do a wonderful growth serum, which has had some fantastic results. And that's eyelashes, but you can use it on the eyebrow hair as well.
Right. So, excellent. So let's just focus now on the eyebrows, okay? Now, you yourself, do you prefer pencil, gel, or powder to enhance the eyebrows? Because I personally have tried all of them and I went back to the pencil.
Okay, being blonde and not liking a dark brow on myself, well, I prefer a powder. You can carry it off. I can't. I prefer a powder, and I brush my powder on in the opposite direction to my brow hair.
Right.
So I'd brush it on that way, and then I'd spoolie it in that direction. So I brush it on that way and spoolie it in that direction. Now, you were saying the thicker brows. Obviously, through lockdown, everybody's brows just went nuts. And it actually created its own craze of the slightly bushier brow. Yeah. So if you want to get the bushy brow look, then go for a pencil and draw it on nicely with a pencil, or you can use one of the cream pots like this with a fine brush, and you get the brushes that have got the separate lines in, and you can actually almost draw your own lines on. So that's a soft powder cream. That's one I make up for TVs. And then Morph, I know, is very popular amongst the younger generation, and that's a cream as well. So if I was making up a dark eyebrow, I'd definitely go with a pencil around the edges, and I'd use an under eyebrow kind of highlighting pencil as well, so that you've got the nice clean edge underneath it. You can also do it with foundation and a sharp angled brow brush. And again, brush the brows up away from any of the eye socket area, so that you've still got all of this to kind of decorate as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can do, and if you don't think you have bushy enough brows, you can fill them in and then brush them in the opposite direction, but just make sure they're not coming down, so always in upwards. And then if you want, you could tickle them. If you brush them down, you're going to look a little bit like the old kind of Dennis Healy type heavy brow. And always keep them trim as well. If you're going to grow them, do manicure them. So this is one of Donna May London's sets, so perfect eyebrow set. It's got a 10 times magnifying mirror in it, because when you hit our age, you can't see what you're doing anyway. And then it's got a beautiful tweezers, and it's actually got a blade. Now you might think, oh, blade, but you take the blade and you very finely, in the reverse direction, you actually blade off the tiny furs which are underneath.
I see.
And it really neatens up your makeup.
Fantastic. Now, if you remember a while back, the thin brows were very much in fashion, and then now we've got the thicker looking eyebrows. Do you think thin brows will come back into fashion next year?
No, personally, I don't. I hope they don't. I didn't like them.
I never liked
I mean, the whole part of an eyebrow is to frame the face. And if you've got this little kind of felt tip thing going on top, then no, you're not framing your features in the beautiful way that they're supposed to be framed. So I'm praying, let's fingers crossed that the skinny brow does not come back.
I hope so too. Well, it was so lovely to see you, Joanne. Thank you ever so much for all the advice regarding looking after our hair and eyebrows in particular. And hopefully we'll see you next week. So have a lovely day.
Thank you so much. I'm not going to be with you next week, but I will find a very good replacement for you. We've got some treats in store.
Thank you so much. We'll look forward to it as always. Thank you. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.
Thanks, Dyna. Bye. Bye-bye.
This brings us to the end of this week's show. I would like to thank all our guests for coming onto Insta Talk, and a special thank you as always goes to our amazing team that works very, very hard in making this show to your social media platforms. We will be back next week with the latest trending stories from our fashion experts, stylists and influencers. If you want to watch our weekly episodes of Insta Talk, then follow us online at WTX News on Facebook and Instagram, or visit our website www.wtxnews.com, or subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can like, share and comment. So that's it from all of us here. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. I'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye-bye.